Jasmine Brabet watches on. There's Kwale for South Africa.
9, 8,
A quick
7,
from the crowd.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Gets us underway in what is undoubtedly a cauldron. It is the Prince Mullah Abdullah Stadium in Rabat 8 hours ago. It's Jane needs to inspire something for South Africa. Kwale needs to work it back. Matlo, who is the only South African ever to score in a Women's Africa Cup of Nations final. This ball called kindly for Lesane, who's constantly got her nose in the right areas. As Jane goes up for the challenge, it'll be a free kick to Morocco. Back onto her feet, Rifina Jane. We're expecting a bruising back.
That's just how it is, that they help the team to really just push their arms and attacks. So again for the South Africans, it's always just about silencing the noise and making sure that they play their game, which won't be easy because the Moroccans are really motivated.
Yes, Sipasembe breaks into that 18-yard area, calls kindly here for Mahalo, and the shot towards goal, and it's cleared away by Aithalad. The follow-up by Lesane is immediately repelled by the Morocco defence as Dugnoud brings the ball under control and has it now with African. Sipasembe showing her ability in the area as tame ball towards Dlamini is comfortably dealt with. Etelhaj, that's too strong, I suspect, and indeed the ball wins its way to the goal line. How are you seeing the tactical battle between the two coaches?
It has been interesting.
Karabo Dlamini just getting himself tangled up for a brief moment. Back to Matlo, who turns 37 in September. A little flick on here by Sipasembe. Machaya's in the area looking for a cutback, and that is going to be a corner, says the referee. Machaya is expecting a penalty call here. Desraelis, meanwhile, is giving instructions. Machaya around the outside, and that's a good catch of the ball. Somebody who can shoot from range as well. It's an area where South Africa has been lacking in this tournament. Accurate shooting from range. First corner. And dealt with by Marishi. Chibak. Dugnoud gets away from Ramalepe. Jane is tidied up nicely. Dugnoud will get on the end of this, surely. Delivery in. And Nuku Matlo crowd. Kwale comes away with possession after a little challenge with Msoudi. Checking on Rosella Ayan.
A possible hand to the face.
And this is the move by South Africa on the opposite side. Sipasembe with that lovely little through ball for Mahaya.
And this is the great ability that the South Africans have. Once they get into that final third, they are very quick in their speed. It's all just a matter of giving a good pass. Just
his position here, it's relatively straight down the centre, but the captain Chibak with a cynical foul.
Chibak has been a little frustrated in the game, really, and things are not really going her way. She's not able to connect with midfielders and passes, and that's why she's forced into dropping into defense to try and assist her teammates, and therefore just causing unnecessary fouls. And I think this is an opportunity for the South Africans to capitalize.
Currently based in Korea. Mahaya might go directly a goal and tries, but finds her effort off target. South Africa again seeking the opening goal, but striking wide.
Makai here just really trying to bend it with that left foot. You could tell by the technique that she was just going for that top corner. But I think with the stroke of half-time, it will give them an opportunity to go and restructure.
Elodie Nakash Referee says play on here as Huala looks to chase this ball down. It comes ricocheting off her shins as Murabet clears. Done in this opening half, Amanda, but what's your take quickly on this opening 45?
Very tactical first half, Dwayne. Both teams just really making sure they stick to their game plan. Perfectly executed with minimal of chances for both teams. And we're just hoping for a much more exciting second half.
With that, the end of this opening half. Two sides that have come to play, but two sides that have thwarted one another's ability. Both have imposed themselves to a certain extent on the other. Morocco 0, South Africa 0 at half-time in this final. Lamini on that. Second half is underway. Main Supasenwe, who looks to go with pace around the outside of El Shad. Supasenwe, driven ball into the 18-yard area, but it is a comfortable catch for goalkeeper Mishi. But not great use of ball on the counter-attack from South Africa.
The South Africans
Of graced the heads of the respective federations competing here tonight, the Royal Moroccan Football Federation and the South African Football Association. Over the top, Huala is making a run. Goal is through 58 minutes in this tie, and that'll be a Morocco throw. Substitution to take place. Mane can't get a shot away. Tagnaout has stolen that ball. Hiri. There's Nakash. And now a little space opening up for Morocco's passing game to flourish. Into that danger area, Hassani. Cutback is good, but South Africa's defence stands firm. Huala, now a counter-attack potentially. Supasenwe is making a fine run. Mahaya is looking to pick her out, and indeed she does. Rabet has come across. Supasenwe, space for Jane. Hassan is breaking into that 18-yard area, can't pick her out, and that's a very good interception. As she comes off the bench to replace the injured Ridwani. There's Hassani, searching for a ball towards Msuri, and that's lovely from Bambanani Mbane. And a ball that might very well meet with Supasenwe, who's inside the 18-yard area, stays on her feet here. Supasenwe, she's got two players to pick out. South Africa have the opening goal of this final. It's come just beyond the hour mark, and Hilda Mahaya has tapped it home, her second goal of the tournament. She scored against Nigeria, she's now scored in the final, and for the first time in a Women's Africa Cup of Nations final, South Africa lead. They never led in 2000, they never led in 2008, in 2012 they were always behind, and in 2018 they did not score. But in 2022 South Africa are in front, and it has come through persistence. Supasenwe is staying on her feet here superbly, and then Mahaya, right place, right time, slots it home fairly comfortably, but the hard work already done.
a great build-up leading up to that goal with the likes of Bambanani Mbane just collecting the second ball, making sure that she drives the ball all the way through to Jermaine Supasenwe, who I think with her pace and their partnership with Mahaya, they always have one up their sleeves. And perfect timing, perfect execution, and well converted by Hilda.
The pained expression from Hanan Eid El Hajj, but the absolute joy. Mbane played her part in that goal. And now the crowd on their feet. They are baying for blood. Jane. El Shad and Supasenwe come together. Play on is the call. Here's Msuri. She looks for Tagnaout and will pick her out beautifully. Left foot. And a dangerous left foot at that. Ramalepe needs to be careful. She's already on a yellow card. Shebak's ball into the area is deflected kindly for Dlamini. Assisat Huala. Free kick goes South Africa's way. Jane down. And with that, we'll see the substitution for South Africa.
For South Africa, number 14, Mapula Wali. Out, number 19, Rosa Diana Inde.
So Khulusi Biana has made her way in for Nomvula Huale. who brought that physicality to the midfield, who tried the shots from range and played her part before looking like she was feeling a little uncomfortable on the pitch through some cramp. So South Africa's first substitution. 20 minutes. Treated by the medical staff after a way on. What does Pedros do for Morocco? Possession might be nearly equal, Amanda, but the stats say that one team has used their possession significantly better than the other.
Yep, and it's important for the South Africans with a little less position.
Here's a chance for a second! South Africa lead by 2-0 in this final, and Hilde Bachaya is now joint leading scorer in this tournament. In the space of 10 minutes, she scored twice, and this final has been brought to life in the most dramatic fashion. As South Africa did against Nigeria by stunning their opponents with 2 quick goals, they've done the same in the final, and Morocco are trailing by a double. Seopesenwe involved again. Dlamini keeps this ball in play. And then to Bachaya after El Shad tried to block that ball.
El Shad just caught there with the anticipation, with the ball just bouncing and skidding off her. But of course, Hilda always just lurking in that box to make sure that she picks up the pieces. A forced error, but yet again, the South Africans keep imposing themselves.
South Africa imposing themselves on their opponents now. This game is opening up, and it needs to open up for both Morocco and South Africa. South Africa have a cushion goal. Seopesenwe with the ball forward. Jane. Back to Seopesenwe in a little bit of space. Can she add to the goal tally? Tesane is going to be offside. But she goes around the outside, looks to tee up a teammate. And Kulusabiana's effort has gone beyond Ermishi. And indeed, the offside flag eventually raised.
The offside flag eventually raised. But a beautiful run from Nokolo Tesane just to creep in behind as the third man running. But the assistant referee noted that one very well. Concerns once again for the Moroccan defense.
About winning the gold medal.
I think the South Africans have been to the final for so many times, and it would be so rewarding if they win the trophy.
Lovely chance here for Morocco. Can Tagnaout get them back in? Right chance! Scored! Morocco are fighting their way back in here. Rosella Ayane gets her first goal from open play in this tournament. And South Africa, trying to keep it composed at the back, have found themselves caught on the break by a rampant Morocco, who are trying to inspire themselves after the crowd had gone quiet. But the stadium utterly enlivened again as Ayane gets her second of the tournament.
Ayane once again just showing up at the right time. The South Africans just a lapse in concentration, dispossessed in their own half, and the Moroccans punish them. But once again, great vision from the likes of Tagnaout just to get in there, give that cross back, and Ayane says thank you.
Ayane with a fine goal, the capped off a magnificent move from Morocco. Jeraidi heavily involved, Tagnaout with the square ball, and then the finish from the England-based striker. Morocco threaten here, Ayane! And that'll be a false strike. Gave Morocco a glimmer of hope, but ultimately a missed chance, and South Africa survive what is proving to be a late onslaught here. Maybe a little too relaxed after going 2 goals up.
Just a little too relaxed as we see this opportunity once again. Mbane does really well to put herself in front of Ayane just to give a bit of pressure, but poorly executed at the end of the
Morocco so dangerous from set pieces. Delivery here from Tagnaout. Dlamini's come out. Has she been fouled? Referee says yes. Now, Ibtisam Jeraidi has come out and wagged a finger at Salima Mukusanga, who's not the kind of referee that you do that to. Adil Islamini, having gone up for it, the collision with El Shad.
Mind to coordinate with those tired legs, but it's always the execution of making sure that you implement what is necessary.
Desane Chiri into a danger area here, and referee says free kick South Africa. Well, you cannot say that this is not a brilliant advert for women's football. Scrambling, Desane clears. Morocco back into a danger area here, and the header is just wide. Closing moments. A moment of glory potentially for Mrabe. Closing moments of this Total Energies Women's Africa Cup of Nations final. Morocco against South Africa. The second half has been a superb advertisement for women's football on the continent. That is it. That is the final whistle. South Africa, after 5 attempts, have finally claimed glory in the Women's Africa Cup of Nations final. They achieve immortality as they claim their first title in the Wafcon. Morocco are defeated for the first time in the tournament. South Africa march on, but Morocco outmatched, outclassed, outplayed. South Africa out of this world. They are champions for the first time. Machaya's brace and Ayane's consolation goal, ultimately the 3 goals scored in the second half, but it is delight and glory and cheer and joy, celebration and elation for South Africa, but feel for Morocco playing in front of their home crowd. They are crestfallen, they are crushed, they are disconsolate. This has been a great moment of anguish. It was built up to be a moment of glory for Morocco.